Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back, and I hope you had a great New Year's, and we're off to a running start already, almost all the way through January. Can you believe that? Holy cow. So, let's find out what Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit wants you to know today, Capricorn. What does Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit want Capricorn to know today? All right. Judgment. Okay, itself equals evaluation. There is only one thing we can do, returned the lion, and that is to go to the land of the Winkies, seek out the wicked witch and destroy her. Okay, wow, that's the Wizard of Oz Major Arcana deck. Seek out the wicked witch and destroy her. That's nasty. Okay. Let's get clarification for the Judgment card. Capricorn. Archangel Michael, please clarify Judgment for us. That one? Okay. Page of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands. That's, that's a new beginning. The Page of Wands is somebody who is learning to basically learning to walk on their wands. Learning to, it's interesting because it's a Page of Wands, you got two wands. To me, that would be the Two of Wands, but you're headed to the Two of Wands. So the Page of Wands is seeking the truth, to make a decision about something that you're in pursuit of, or that at least you want to be in pursuit of. Let's get a Lenormand. The Book. Wow. Information. 10. That's a new beginning. New beginning, yeah. You're seeking information. That's 10 of diamonds, which is 10 of pentacles, pardon me. We got 26, which is 8 is abundance, which is 10 of pentacles, obviously great abundance. 10 of pentacles energy. Wow, guys. So Capricorn, you've got a new beginning that you are pursuing, that is a desire to you, that you've made a decision to. It's kind of like you're following your calling, following whatever it is that is like an inner urge in you to seek some information that is going to have you walking on the path of great abundance. Great abundance, prosperity and abundance. Wow, Capricorn, that's really cool. Oh, well, so we got the Winter High Priestess. That's intuition. All right, that was the first card that came out. So using your intuition, knowing what you know that you're not saying to others. Knowing what you know that you're not saying to others. So it's something like maybe a dream, but some kind of goal you're going after. Yeah. Okay. We've got the Winter Tower. So that's a Tower card. Things are coming down. It's not all the way down. It's but it's coming down. It's on fire. We've got the Four of Cups. Okay. Feeling a little disappointed about something or someone. Four Cups, being disappointed. You've been waiting, and things have been kind of like. So it's like this, where the High Priestess knows. You know what you want. You know how you're going to feel, and possibly how your life is going to look if you go after this goal or this person. But they don't know, or no one else knows. Like if it's a goal besides going after a person for a relationship, I mean, if it's a goal, just a general, not a general goal, but a goal that doesn't have to do with a love relationship, then because you have been thinking about it for a long time, possibly even writing in a journal about it, or you know, taking notes, or doing research about it. You know what it is. You know how you're going to feel when you achieve it, and you know what your life is. You at least you know like you have this inner knowing, and or you've got like a visionary board that you say that when I take this step, I'm going to achieve this. That then is going to lead to achieving that. That then is going to lead to achieving this. The overall. So it is like, you know what you know, but you're not telling anybody right now, because other things are kind of like up in the air, because there is a crashing down of something. Something is coming down. Something is dissolving. It could be a love relationship, or it could be just anything in general in your life, dealing with work, career, money, yeah, even possibly your health. But things have been coming down. The divine said that whatever you were in the middle of before, the divine says, no, this has got to go. This has got to go. And so life has been kind of throwing you, what if it's lemons, right? Life has been actually serving you up lemons instead of lemonade. Yeah, I don't know, instead of lemonade. And so things have been disappointing for you. You're feeling a little despondent about whether or not you're going to be able to achieve whatever it is you have this urge to do. And it could be to ask somebody out on a date. Ask somebody out, get to know somebody. But there, it's you've made a decision. You're moving on. You've done your legwork. You've done your legwork right here with the research and stuff. You know what it is, but the other person or the people that have to do with the goal that you're moving towards don't know, but you do. Okay, maybe establish that now. 2 of Swords. Okay, sitting on the fence, kind of like, I don't know, arms are crossed across my chest, your chest, protecting your heart. And then you would have, because in the other decks you'd have a blindfold on where you're not seeing, you don't want to see, and you don't want to know. In other words, you don't want to feel what it is if the shoe on the other foot falls. I don't know, it's sayings. Okay, so the other shoe falls, right? Okay, because the 6 of Swords, that's going from rough waters, rough emotional waters, but you're finding a safe harbor with a guiding light, which is the divine is helping you to see what it is that you can see, reminding you of how you can see that there is a way forward for you to to safety, basically. With the 10 of Swords, because things have been really rough for you. I mean, you have been feeling like this, right? The 4 of Cups, despondent, but heartache, like ache. 10 swords in your back, but with 10, it's like there's no more swords to come. Now you can see the light. See, the light is starting to come up over the horizon. That means that was the end of your feeling sabotaged or, terribly disappointed in someone or something. Ace of Cups, beautiful, new love on the horizon for you to come. The divine is offering you this. Of course, it's up to you whether or not you're going to walk that new path that's evolving in front of you. If you're going to continue to walk that. With the Lovers, okay, the Lovers is now you've got you got a decision to make, and it could be that the decision is to follow your hunches, your intuition, and go with whatever it is. You don't know how it's going to roll out step by step. All you have is like this vision of what a new relationship with somebody could look like for you, would feel like for you. But you don't know how, like you don't have the details. You don't have the details because those are shrouded in mystery, because that's what our life's supposed to be about. We're not supposed to get bogged down with details. We're just supposed to keep looking ahead, but staying in the moment. Looking ahead, staying in the moment. Master of Swords. So this is the King of Swords. All right, so hang on. That tells me with the Lovers and the King of Swords, it tells me that you maybe need to get into a legal proceedings with someone. Ascending to Spring, that is, I do believe, is the ascending, that's the Queen. Oh no, okay, so 21, this is the World card. Pardon me. Ascending to Spring, so something, you ending a chapter with the King of Swords. Someone who's in the King of Swords energy is going to help you do that. With the Winter Hermit, so it'll be time for you to kind of recollect yourself, regroup, and check in with how you're going to be able to see the light from the bottom, you know, rock bottom of the barrel kind of thing, after all this really rough energy that you've been through with someone or in some situation. Get the Nine of Swords. That Nine of Swords is somebody, you know, this is this can be, oh geez, tricky energy, losing sleep at night, right? But it's also could be that you're receiving downloads from the divine, like you're getting information that's going to help you move forward. But you got the Devil energy here, and then you've got the Wheel energy. Wow. Yeah. So the near future says that you have a chapter to close out, but you've got this. This is like going to be your decision to make. In order for you to pursue a new path of love, of great love, you're going to have a decision between staying in the energy of being a married person who is not happy, okay? Because you're married. A married person who's not happy. Your marriage has been crumbling, but you may not want to be going through, you maybe have been researching on what happens, you know, through the process of divorce. You might have kids, stuff like that, right? But you know you've got to make a decision to move forward, and you're going to be given the opportunity to make that choice. With the Lovers, the person that's going to show up in your life is going to be somebody who's more of a soulmate to you, a true soulmate. The one that you're in with right now has just been karmic, although it may never felt like that. In the beginning, it's like with the Tower showing up, we know things have not been, at least of late, have not been easy. And that's karma. That's karmic. That's what goes on between when the relationship is breaking down. It's because we're in a karmic relationship, not a true soulmate relationship. When you get into a true soulmate relationship, that means you're ready. You're both ready for it. No one's going to mess it up. So you're going to be able to look forward to spending the rest of your life with this person. Great love for you here. I mean, you have been stabbed in the back, but there is a safe harbor coming for you, but you've got to make a decision about it, because it's going to entail you ending a marriage. Or at least a long-term relationship. Maybe you're like common law. It's not a marriage certificate thing, but you've been together for a while and it kind of feels like you're married. And the ascending to Spring is like, that could be that in the spring, which for us Northern Hemisphere people is in the next couple of months, right? March. So ascending to Spring, your chapter is closing, so you may be having that, making the decision to seek the love of your life, like to put yourself in a position, whether you know somebody else already that you feel like you've got you're on the same path or in sync with, maybe have some kind of, a special bond, or just the two of you just think alike, have the same or similar interests and whatnot. It could be somebody at work or just a friend of a friend, whatever, but if you don't know them, it's like you're going to be opening yourself up to the potential of being able to run into a true soulmate. And you'll be making that decision to say, once you run into this person, you're going to be saying, it's time for me. It's time for me to let go of the past, to divorce my, because you know that it's right. You know that your life will be better, that sort of thing. You know it. You're just not saying anything. And you may, because you're not saying anything, keeping those secrets, right? You're not making the decision to move forward about, in terms of putting distance between you and this other relationship that you've been in. And it's going to make you have to, give it a good think. Spend some time on your own, thinking about things, because this divorce, divorce is never pretty, right? So it's going to be bringing a lot of, should I have done this, or should I, or why didn't I do this sooner? It's going to be making you feel as though this is a very challenging time in your life. Well, this is challenging, right? To stay in it. So at least if you're freeing yourself, yes, it's challenging. So just look for the light. Look for the light in, like, the silver lining in your situation. You're going to be free. You're going to be able to put this aside, put this down, like the losing sleep at night. You're going to be able to put that away. You're going to have a little bit of time waking up and feeling maybe knots in your stomach, stuff like that, because it's a huge change. This is going to be a huge change for you, Capricorn. And I know Cappies, they are, you usually, when you make a decision to be with someone, that's it. There's like that's, it's written in the stone. It's written in stone, right? There's just no, you're not changing that. So the fact that things had gotten to this point, the tower point, you are just like, you're in so much pain and agony being in that relationship, 10 of Swords, right? And you've been sitting on the fence about it for such a long time, or at least the last couple weeks or more, sitting on the fence about it, because you're going to have to say, I don't want to do this with you anymore. I want a divorce. Maybe your person is saying, I want a divorce, and you've been saying, nope, not doing that. So you might be giving it a good rethink and saying, the divine says, when this card comes out, you have to make a decision. You just do. You can't just continue to sit there and be in agony. The divine's going to force it with the Tower, and you're making that decision. The decision is to follow a new beginning, have a new beginning of passionate pursuit for you, knowing that it's going to lead to you to a great deal of happiness because of the abundance and prosperity that you're going to be. The 10 of Pentacles energy, which is great legacy wealth that you can hand down to the ones, your kids, and then they can hand it down to their kids, because it's that much of a legacy. So you're going to lose some sleep for a little while, in the near future, while you're going through the process of getting all the papers drawn up for the divorce, maybe the divorce proceedings, all that sort of stuff. And it's going to be feeling like you just can't get that. Perhaps the person that you're trying to get away from is just going to try and, hold you down. And you probably know that with the intuitive card, the High Priestess card. You probably know that. I've heard people say, if I divorce, they're going to go after everything, and they're going to make my life miserable, and they're going to dispute everything. You know, it's going to be drawn out because it's going to cost us a lot of money, that sort of thing. And you may feel that that's the way your person would be, which is like being chained to this person because they're going to do whatever they can do in order to make this situation for you as difficult as possible. And it could also, with the Devil card, it could also mean too that you're going to say, you know, we need to end this, we need to divorce this. And they might be saying, no, you know, that kind of thing. They will refuse to sign the divorce papers. But then you've got the Wheel of Fortune after the Devil. So whatever they're going to do here with their Devil energy and your Devil energy of feeling like you're contracted to this person, like there's just no getting rid of them, there's just no getting out of this, that kind of thing. With all that, it's going to lead to this is going to, with the Wheel of Fortune energy, it's about your destiny, right? And your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune is great abundance. Great abundance with the Ten of Pentacles, great abundance and prosperity. It's the karmic wheel is now turning in your favor instead of going back, because remember, this is a karmic relationship. Once you are putting the wheels in motion to end your connection contract with the karmic, then you're actually freeing yourself and making yourself open and available to a soulmate, a true soulmate that you either know now or you're going to run into soon. Okay, so don't worry about this Devil energy, because what you put out, you get back, right? So that's the karmic thing. So let them try and make life miserable for you in one way or the other. The person who's been stabbing you in the back, that energy there just alone is enough to make the whole court proceedings or just the process of you breaking away from this relationship. It's like the divine is going to be in on it with you, saying, we're going to make this as painless as possible for you, because your person has been putting out bad energy. That bad energy has to come back to them. So the divine is bringing good energy back to you, because you are been taken, you know, you have been dealt a really rough deck of cards, and you have been, you know, beat up and spat out kind of thing with what your person's been up to, that it's going to come back on them. And then it's like you're going to come out of the breakup or the proceedings, you know, shining. Basically, you've got a lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to. That passionate pursuit of yours is going to be looking mighty nice by this time here. Okay, so this is all really rough energy right here, except, you know, you're ending the chapter, and then there's this rough energy, and this you and this person feeling like you not being able to get away from them because they're making every process or every proceeding more difficult than it has to be. It's just going to be challenging for you. But then you got the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, that is a card you want to come to the end of a reading with, the Wheel of Fortune. And then Ten of Pentacles, you've got this. You just got this. You're just going to have to, I know you're dealing with it right now, but you've got love on your way with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers card. And you're going to be, you know, seeking the truth, whether you're doing this on your own, seeking the truth through research, finding out what it is you can do in order to set yourself free from this situation. Or you're hiring like a lawyer, right, to help you with the divorce proceedings. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you. I feel for you, and I'm praying for you for the best outcome. Take care of yourself, and if you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.